What's up, YouTube? Zero here, and welcome to the place where gamers, witches, wizards, and superheroes unite. Today, I'm going to be taking on Kalmarzel and Kaldinzel in Tales of Arise. Now, yes, I did mention two creatures, and right now on the screen, you're only seeing Kalmarzel. Once you get Kalmarzel down to around 50% health, Kaldinzel shows up. And so in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to more easily defeat Kalmarzel and Kaldinzel in Tales of Arise. Before I get into the tips and tricks and the battle in general, I do want to say, if you do enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. For more Tales of Arise content, I do a bunch of other video game videos and mystery box unboxing videos. So feel free to check those out as well. It does really help out me and my channel. Thank you so much in advance for doing so. Without further ado, let's get into this battle. First thing to note right off the bat, because it's hitting us in the face, is that Kalmarzel has a weak point on his right arm. I recommend attacking that weak point. Second thing you may notice is I am actually controlling Dohalim, and I am not controlling Alphen. This battle requires a little bit more of a standoffish character, if you will. Now, I do like utilizing Kisara and Alphen as my close range characters, but me personally, I've always felt more connected to longer range characters. If you've known any of my other video game videos, any RPGs that I've posted, I'm typically a longer range character. What I love about Dohalim is he has both longer range move and closer range moves that can really play to both play styles or allow you to switch up your attack depending upon your enemy. Now, something to note is Kalmarzel does utilize magic attacks. Kaldinzel utilizes magic attacks. So break those, interrupt those with Rinwell's D-pad ability. Now we see we're around 50% health pretty quickly, actually. And so Kaldinzel has arrived. Something else to note is that when one of these two is charging, you can stop the charge by utilizing Kisara's D-pad ability. So some of what you've learned throughout the game, Rinwell breaking enemies from casting spells and Kisara breaking enemies from charging, work very well in this battle. Now, one of the main reasons that I choose Dohalim, apart from being great for different strategies, I've actually been using him for my last couple of boss battles, is that he has both dark type attacks and earth type attacks. And so Kalmarzel, the first monster you encounter in this battle before Kaldinzel shows up, is actually weak to dark type attacks. Two moves that I really love utilizing, Negative Gate, that's the longer range move that you're going to see me use. It creates a void which damages enemies near it. And then Elusive Deity, which is actually a close range move that allows Dohalim to jump in the air, dealing damage. And then I combine that with my Demon Lance, which is another dark type move, so that's a great combo, the combination of Elusive Deity and Demon Lance. I'm pretty sure it's called Demon Lance. But those are some great dark type moves to utilize against Kalmarzel that Dohalim has to deal extra damage. Now, it's worth noting that Kalmarzel is resistant to light type attacks, so you may want to turn those off on the characters you're not controlling so they don't utilize them against Kalmarzel. Now, the earth type attacks work well just in general in this battle, but against Kaldinzel, it's not weak to dark type attacks, but you can utilize both dark and earth type attacks, doing just fine against Kaldinzel. Now, I do like using Stalagmite, which is another long range move. That's an earth type move. And I also love using Seismic Rupture. You'll see that a few times in this battle as well. Now, Kaldinzel is weak to fire, so utilize Alphen as often as possible on Kaldinzel. And he is resistant to water, so make sure you turn off those water type attacks when you're facing Kaldinzel. Something that I unfortunately learned in this battle is that when Kaldinzel does arrive, still focus on Kalmarzel. The reason being is that when Kalmarzel dies, you kill Kalmarzel, Kaldinzel absorbs Kalmarzel. Now, I had one battle where I actually had both of these two, Kalmarzel and Kaldinzel, down to 1 HP each. It would not let me kill Kaldinzel. So I went to Kalmarzel, killed Kalmarzel, done. You think, okay, 1 HP left on Kaldinzel, this battle is over. Didn't happen. Unfortunately, Kaldinzel then absorbed Kalmarzel and went back to 50% health. So if you don't focus on Kalmarzel, you're going after Kaldinzel trying to hit him down, you're going to screw yourself over in this battle. So even when Kaldinzel arrives, focus on Kalmarzel. Just kill Kalmarzel. You could do a little bit of damage to Kaldinzel. That damage will stay. But if you get Kaldinzel below 50% health, after you kill Kalmarzel, Kaldinzel will go back up to 50% health. So just remember that you can do some damage to Kaldinzel, but focus on Kalmarzel as best as you can until Kalmarzel is taken out. Now you can see in this battle, I am utilizing Alphen, Dohalim, Xion, and Kisara. These are my 4 favorite in a party so far. Kisara and Alphen are more of my rocks. They're my up close and personal characters. Xion is going to be my healer, and Dohalim is going to be my ranged character. And you can see Kaldinzel absorbed Kalmarzel after I killed him, and the damage still stayed. It was a little bit, but the damage still stayed. Again, if it's below 50% health, it'll go back up to 50% health. And Dohalim, again, going back to what I was just saying, Dohalim is my longer range character that I personally prefer to control. Now, something that I do have on Dohalim is Resurrection. Now, I utilize Resurrection just in case Xion does get taken out. And that allows me to use CP in order to resurrect Xion so I don't have to use my life bottles. I kind of like using my life bottles more as a last resort for the character I'm controlling. The reason being is because I don't trust Xion to revive me right away, so I just prefer to revive myself with a life bottle. The other characters, when the AI-controlled characters go down, I'll use Resurrection and my CP in order to revive them. So you can see me utilizing Demon's Lance after I utilize Elusive Deity. Again, that is an absolutely fantastic combination. It brings you right into it, especially against Kalmarzel, who is weak to those dark type moves. Negative Gate, again, a dark type move. It's going to give you that range type attack. You have to watch out for its charge. Again, use Kisara in those instances. If you're utilizing Dohalim like I am, you don't have to worry as much about the up close and personal attacks, but it does whip around and can deal a lot of damage that way. It does call in lightning strikes, and it also has a roar which stuns your team in the nearby vicinity. So that's all that you have to look out for. But if you're utilizing Dohalim like I am in this video, I thought it made it a little bit easier. I am staying away from both Kalmarzel and Kaldinzel, so I really don't have to worry about the close type maneuvers that these two utilize. It does also do a slash. It'll do 2 slashes. Just make sure you're far enough away from that, and that's a perfect opportunity to utilize some of your longer range moves. Honestly, a lot of moves that these two do are the closer range moves, which are going to allow you to cast your abilities from the longer range moves. You can see a lot in this video. I'm utilizing negative gate a lot because I'm just given that opportunity. Now, when Kalmarzel or Kaldinzel does charge, that's really when you have to be worried from a Dohalim perspective. But outside of that, most of its moves are pretty close range. It's going to be focused on some of your closer range characters. So you're going to get the peace and comfort of yourself knowing that this character, even when it charges, sometimes it doesn't charge at you, as you just saw. You're going to get the comfort knowing that you're going to be able to stay alive as Dohalim, while your beefier characters, Alfin and Kisara, are taking the hits. That's what they're meant to do. Whereas Dohalim is your ranged dealer, and Xion is your healer, who can also deal some damage every once in a while. I'm still at this point in the game. Actually, as far as I've gone, I'm still not impressed with Rinwell. I know that a lot of people utilize Rinwell in their party, and if you do, great. I have no idea how. Every time I put Rinwell into a battle, a boss battle, not a normal battle, but every time I put her into a boss battle, she's dead within 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I don't understand it. So it just is what it is. My Rinwell is a piece of paper, so I don't like to put her in if I don't have to. But if y'all can use her, she does have some nice moves that could be super effective against these two characters. But again, I like using Dohalim more than Rinwell. So that's just me. If you control Rinwell, she may be a little bit more effective because you can dodge. You can make sure she's not getting hit. But me, I like controlling Dohalim a little bit better. Now, when you can get that perfect dodge, try to make sure you can counterattack. That'll be nice, so you can get that counterattack damage, of course. My Dohalim, I've actually been beefing up his critical hits and critical damage, just so I can stay back, deal some range damage, and also get those critical hits. So I've been loving that as well. Actually did really well for me in the last few boss battles that I've been utilizing. And I'm actually going to come out with a Dohalim build very soon to show you what I'm using on Dohalim if you do decide to utilize him as your main character. Now, Crescent Flash is another move that I am going to actually show you why I have it on Dohalim. One thing you do have to be aware of is sometimes negative gate is going to miss. It just is what it is. It stays in one vicinity, but it is still an amazing move. Now, we are still about half health down of Kaldinzel, who absorbed his brother, his partner in arms. Kind of mean. I don't know. You absorb a dead person. Does that mean? I'm not sure. But that's really the majority of the battle. If you can utilize Dohalim, I would. I think it makes this battle a lot easier. But make sure you have the right moves. The dark type moves, the earth type moves are really going to help you out in this battle. Again, make sure you're utilizing Rinwell to stop the magic attacks. Make sure you're using Kisara to stop the charges, and you're going to be a little bit better off. Most of the time as Dohalim, you're going to be able to avoid most of the attacks that these two have. Most of the attacks these two have are those closer range moves. If you're utilizing a negative gate and you're utilizing Stalagmite, those are two ranged moves that are going to be able to keep you well out of Kalmarzel and Kaldinzel's range. And so you're going to be able to avoid a lot of damage. Now, when the two do go down and give you a few seconds, me personally, I used Elusive Deity and combine that with Demon's Lance. Again, two dark type moves in a nice combo so I could get some more close range damage off on these brutes. But that's this battle in a nutshell. We are coming down to the end of the video, but let me know in the comments section, have you taken these two on yet? If you have you fared? Have you gotten to both of them yet? Have you gotten to Kaldinzel Absorbing Kalmarzel. Which character have you been using? Again, I've been loving using Dohalim. I've seen some, not all, but some places that say Dohalim isn't a great character, and I highly disagree with that. I think Dohalim is an absolutely fantastic character to utilize and put in your party. Again, I have no idea how people are using Rimwell over Dohalim. I just don't know. I don't get it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but Dohalim may even be, for me, more fun to use than Alphen. But that's just me, my play style. I prefer magic type characters. I prefer more range type attacks than close range, and Alphen's more close range. Close range is his thing. I also don't like the fact that Alphen loses health utilizing some of his cool moves. So you can see here, of course, I put in my other two characters, Rinwell and Law, and within 2 seconds of putting Rinwell in, she's dead. She's dead. I mean, Law almost died too, but at least he survived with a little bit so we could heal him up. But Rimwell's dead within 2 seconds. Again, I don't know what I'm doing wrong with her, but it is what it is. Now, be aware that if the magic attacks do get off, that they are going to shoot at you. Just be aware you can easily dodge those, so that's not too bad. But that's this battle in a nutshell. Make sure you're focusing on the arms of these two because it is the weak point. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you defeat these two beasts. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Leave a comment in the comment section. Again, let's talk anything Tales of Arise. It doesn't matter. Actually, anything video games. I love talking to y'all about video games. I love video games, so let's talk video games in the comment section. Until next time, peace.